Hi, this is Justice with Tablet Pro. In this video, I want to show you guys the brush pack I've been working on. So I've been spending a lot of time trying to get a couple brushes that I've been wanting. I've been wanting something that feels a little more random, a little more chaotic, like something that's going to produce a different brush stroke every single time I use it. So it's a little bit more grungy and gritty. And then there was a couple other types of brushes that I really wanted. So I made them, and they're available on the Discord channel or on the Tablet Pro slash tabletpro.com/rebelle website. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with some of these brushes. The first thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a couple of the grunge brushes, and then I'm going to show you this watercolor one. Okay, so let's hide this layer and go to this top one. And we're going to go to our favorites and open up the brush pack. Okay, so we're going to start on this second line, not the first one. And let's switch to black. So this, I like, there's some blending properties here. It's set to operate with tilt. You notice that every brush stroke has some unique properties to it. There's some misting in the background that makes it a little bit more full of a line. So it's not just black, there's some depth to it. Now I'm using this at 2. This next brush, and most of you watching this will know I'm using the artist pad from Tablet Pro here on the left. This one has even more of this little dusting misty property in the back. I really like this. And this one, all of these have this little bit of splat that happens erratically. So every single one is different. Again, this one has a nice blending property to it. I like this one. It's a lot of fun. Okay, this oily one here. It's a lot of splatting. Great for mixing colors. Good for blending. And these brushes, this will be brush pack 1.0. The second brush pack will be 1.1, and it'll be a iteration improvements to these, possibly a couple new brushes as well. All right, this one is my pencil sketch one. I like this. Obviously, you can make these brushes bigger. This gives a really nice sketchy look to your lines. All right. Next one is called Gappy Grunger. And I really like this one. I like this one almost as much as I like the one 2 from now. Okay, what this one is called Gappy Grunger because it produces these little gaps here. That again, the goal is to have some more organic mistakes and errors in the line that make it feel a little bit more traditional. Okay, this one's Splatty Grunger, which is very similar. It does not have the gaps that you see in the other one. Well, you might see some. This one is not too different from this one, so I may omit it. Okay, this one is actually one of my favorites. This one is called Samurai. I like you can make real thin, clean lines without a lot of nuance to them, but they all have this dusty, misty, kind of smudged paper, ink, charcoal type of feel. And then if you press in hard, you're going to get these splats, but you can still just very easily go in and create these little lines and details. I love this type of thing. I used to draw a lot of like mystic jungle type landscape paintings, and I love putting these little details of hanging vines and erratic shapes in there. All right, this next one is my eyelash brush. This is a pulled string brush, so you can create these beautiful clean lines. And then with pressure, you can make them look exactly the way you would like. I think that's really a big necessity, being able to do a clean, nicely curved line. Okay, this next one takes a different setting, and I've already got the setting set. So basically here what you want to pay attention to, this is visual settings. Texture influence is set to 5, it's not set to 10. We're going to set this to 10 later on in this video. Okay, so this one, we're going to choose this kind of rusty color. This is a watercolor brush. And pay attention to this process. Oh, I did the wrong one. Let's switch these. Okay, we're going to do light. I'm on number 2, paint and mix. Right here. Notice that we get these lovely little darker areas, the outline around the shape. Water is set at 24. This is set very specifically. Opacity set at 18. The size doesn't matter in this situation. Okay, so then we're going to switch to light. I'm sorry, we're going to switch to rich, and we're going to paint into the bottom. And this creates this very lovely watercolor effect that is so hard to get if you don't know what settings to have. This one has a very specific water setting, very specific opacity setting, and a couple other properties tuned just to create this image. Okay, now we're going to fast dry, and we're going to repeat this process. We're going to select our color from before, switch to light. Notice that this is going to dry over the top and give this kind of overlay blending property. We're going to switch here to this one. And you can set these as colors inside of the brush itself so that it does this every single time. All right, let's do this one more time. We're going to dry the layer, switch to light. I have my, this is the wrong shape. I have my radial menu set to open with tilt. So you can open the radio menu without using the side button, which is nice for almost everything except for tutorials, because I use the stylus at different angles. Okay, so you can see this effect is very nice. I really like this. All right, let's look at the next brush. This one is called Misty Tube. It says Misty Tube 2, but ignore that. You should see this is a very nice thick line. And let's increase the shape, the size. I will put some palette knives in here that you can use to scrape this out. They are not ready yet. All right, the next one, this is the Faulty Ink Rough Brush. So the goal on here is to have a brush that feels like an ink pen that's got a lot of texture, and every single line is different. It's going to give you a really organic feeling. You get those happy little accidents that are hard to produce in digital art. Okay, these next ones are pencils. These ones are mostly fun brushes. This one is called Octopus Full. Here's my official, or let's see. This is a second pencil brush. We're going to put this up here. This one is balanced, so if you were to do some calligraphy, you could do something nice this way. Vine. I like the delicateness of these. This is a pulled line brush, Vine Tight. Probably looks exactly like this one above it. There's a slight difference actually on the baseline here. Okay, Wild Ink. This one I will probably remove because it's very close to the Faulty Ink Rough. So that one will not be in there. Liquify. This is actually just important to have in your favorite brushes. Now at the moment, every time you switch to Liquify, you need to change this to Push when you are starting to use this brush the first time, each time you are inside of Rebelle. That doesn't mean always, it just means the first time that you use the brush, you need to set it over to Liquify Push. Hopefully they will adjust that. Okay, so here what we can do, we can use the fractal engine to adjust things like the shape of watercolor, which is almost impossible to do. Notice that we still have these beautiful edges here. It's not destroying them. It's just letting you refine those. And this, I think, is so important for getting that look, getting the shapes that you are wanting. And usually it's just a little bit of angle, thoughtful angle, that makes such a difference in how something feels emotionally. All right, shadow glaze. This one, what I usually do, let's do this with the pencil sketch. Okay, so if I were drawing an eye and wanted to have this look a specific way, okay, we go in here and then we use the shadow glaze brush. This is meant to give that little bit of easy depth shadow, obviously. And it's a glazing brush, so it goes just right over the top and can provide, again, just like that really quick little element of depth or shadow. You're just playing with light. I do have a light brush that does the opposite. It does kind of a screening process. It's not ready yet, so it won't be probably in the first release, but it will be most likely in the second. All right, and then let's look over here. These water ones we're not going to talk about yet. We're going to look at the last set of brushes. This is 5 brushes, and we are going to hide this. By the way, this brush set is available on the Discord channel for $2.99, so it's not much, just enough to make it worth my time and effort, and hopefully able to produce more different types of brushes. If you have a certain type that you are looking for that's not in this list, then please suggest it and send me an image in Discord of the brush that you want, and if it's possible for me to make it, if I can figure it out, then I will try and do that. Okay, so let's hide this layer. These ones are fun. We're going to turn on our metallics, Let's pick actually the real metallic color set. So we'll open up the color set library and metallics, and we'll switch to color names because I like that. Okay, let's start with gold. This one is called Bubbles and Lizard Skin. So if you use the structures pack, this is going to look similar. This is a brush, not a structure. And it has some really cool, beautiful elements to it. This one is called Dragonfly Wings. And you can see why. This is really, really cool. Pools and divots. I think these ones are maybe too similar, but I will probably keep the one in and maybe adjust some settings. This one is Wind and Bubbles. So notice these ones are going out or in and making pools. These ones are making lifted areas, different textures. This is so you can create some really nice organic combinations. And this one is Wind and Bubbles 2. This one has some lovely lizard skin type of bumps, chicken skin. Okay, so now here's what we need to do. We're going to go to visual settings. We're going to change what we changed before. Texture influence, we're putting it up to 10 so you can see this. Let's pick this beautiful blue. It's not one of these. And we're going to go down here and we're going to go to light. And we're going to go to rich. We're going to use Ruby right over the top and pull this down. Then we're going to choose our water brushes here. This one is water 50. This one is water 33. These ones will behave differently. Notice that this one will continue. It simply is more water. So I'm a big fan. I love texture and color and this new metallics with the reflections and this beautiful ray tracing ability that's now in Rebelle makes for some really, really cool, very therapeutic, satisfying experiences inside of Rebelle 7 Pro. All right, guys, if you have, again, anything that you would like to see, you want to know how to do, you have a request for a certain type, of brush that's not here, please put that in the comment section. And if you like these brushes, or you want to see some of the structures from the structure pack, please go over to the Discord channel. I'll put the link right in the description and then one in the comment section. To install the pack, you're going to go to Help, Show Library Folder. You're going to go down to Brushes, Favorite Brushes, and then Default Set. You can see the brushes are right inside here. So again, it's Brushes, Favorite, Default Set, and then you're going to paste these right here. So in the Discord channel, there'll be a link. So let me open that up. In the Discord channel, there is structures download. There'll be brushes download. I'll show you here with the structures. So you would go, so when you click on this, it's going to give you this warning. It gives this warning anytime you try and download any file from Discord. The structures pack and the brushes pack, these are just image files in a zip file. So That just means that they're packaged together so they're smaller space and so that you can download them. So just click continue to download. And then you're going to paste them right here. You just open the zip file, copy and paste right into this folder, and then restart Rebelle, and you'll see them over here in your favorite brushes. All right, you guys, if you have questions, put it in the comment section or in the Discord channel in the brushes channel, and that will help. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay creative and have a wonderful day.